Party people and magic makers, Destiny here on this magical Monday. It's great to see you. I wanted to dive deeper and chat more with you about your money blocks. So, got a lot of questions about them, and like they were good money blocks, but like I want to take a deeper dive into them because this is something that's so important that we address, so that we can start making a difference in the world. Okay, so the first question that needs to be asked is not necessarily what your money blocks are, but what do you want to do with your money? See, money likes to be told that something is going to be done with it, and then that thing is actually done, right? So whether you have a list of all the things that you want to do with the money, or you just have one thing you want to do with money, what do you want to do with your money? Is it putting food on the table? Is it, fixing a room in your house? Is it changing something in your community? Is it changing something in the world, right? Like feeding communities, feeding people? Is it what is the thing that you want to do with your money? Okay, so I want you to think of that first. What do I want to do with my money? What's my big plan with money? Okay. Now the second part is, what is stopping you from getting that? Okay? What is stopping you from getting that? Now, whatever thoughts are coming up for you, those are your money blocks. Those are the things that are stopping you from getting the money that you want and you need in order to get the thing that you actually want. And somebody pointed this out and it was so beautiful. They're like, I don't want anything because I just need to get the bare necessities taken care of. Cool. It's cool that that's your goal with money. That's where you are right now. Awesome. Okay? That as long as you know that that's what you want to spend your money on, and then when money comes in, that's what you do with it, you're showing money that you're being responsible with it. You're showing money that you have a plan. And I'm not talking like a laid out budget, although if you have that, that's awesome. I'm just saying you have a want and you're like, this is the thing that I'm going to use it for. And then you use it for that. You use money for that. That's so important because money, like if it's between like somebody that's like, I don't know what I want to do with it versus like, I'm very clear that this is what I want to do, money will flow to the person that's very clear and knows what they want to do. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to be taken care of. And taking care of money doesn't necessarily mean socking it all away in a bank account. Taking care of it means that you do what you say you're going to do with it. And that's where people tend to get wiggly, right? Because like they'll get the money, they'll take it, and they're like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this with it. But then that's not what happens. They start doing a whole bunch of other stuff with it. Then money's like, well, what the heck? You still have these things that you said you wanted. You still have these things that you said you were going to do, and you haven't done any of them. So now it breaks the trust with money. And money's like, nah, I'm not going to do that again. So it stops. It stops that flow. Okay? It stops coming to you because we were irresponsible with money. Okay? But getting to that point, we got to identify what the blocks are. Maybe you've done this before where you said you wanted to spend money on X, Y, and Z and then you didn't and it's cut off, right? And that trust has been broken. That then turns into a block, another one on top of all of the thoughts that you already had in your head. Okay? So some of the things like, money is the root of all evil. You got to read that passage again. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. Rich people are assholes. Some of them are. The ones I know are not. Right? Like, money, it causes more problems than it solves. It could be true based on what you're seeing, but really what money does is it magnifies the owner of money. So if the owner of money was an a-hole already, yeah, money's just going to escalate that. If the person was kind and generous, it's going to escalate that. Okay? So look at your money blocks and what's coming through your head and all of the reasons why you can't have what you say you want. Those are your blocks. Those are the things that you've got to clear out of the way. Okay? And then proving to money that you can be responsible with it. Now, I've made this mistake where I said this is what I was going to do with it and I didn't. So I had to slowly gain trust back with money, right? So I had to be very purposeful and say, okay, with the next $5 that I make, this is what I'm going to do with it, and then actually go and do it. I even was like talking to money like it was a real person. It was a character in my head, right? I made it like a little money character, and I was like, okay, with the next $5, this is what I'm going to do with it. With anything I make over that, this is what I'm going to do with it. Okay? And then I would start building in, like, you know, what pre-COVID, when we were like going to networking events and I would want to buy like a drink or something, like a coffee or whatever. I'm like, okay, so just know that somewhere this month I'm going to buy X number of coffees or X number of things because I have these appointments coming up. And I would make those like agreements with money so that it would keep coming to me, because my goal was to, you know, like, we had a laundry list of things that we wanted to do with it. At the time, it was like I wanted to get some new clothes. We wanted to donate some food to the food bank. We wanted to fix the fence in our backyard. So there were the things, right? The things that we wanted to do with it. But I had to prove to money again, like, okay, I see what my money blocks are. I see that I've created a block with money because I broke trust. Now I got to rebuild that. And you know what? It didn't take very long. It wasn't like rebuilding trust with like another human being. It was just proving over and over again that I did what I say I was going to do. And that makes a huge difference. A big, big difference. Okay? So ask yourself, take the time to ask yourself, and I would love to hear down below, what is it that you want to do with money? What do you want to do with money? When you're done, give me a little thumbs up that you did it and you answered that question. What do you want to do with money? Your big plan of, like, down the line, what do you want to do with money? And again, if it's putting food on the table right now, write that down. Okay? If it's doing something in your community, write that down. In the world, write that down. These are all so important. The things that you want are important. You are important and you deserve to have this. Okay? You deserve to have this. So go ahead and tell me, what do you want to do with your money? It's a big deal. It's a big deal, okay? And then write down for yourself, what's stopping you? What thoughts are stopping you? What's going on that's preventing you from having this? Okay? You do that, oh man, you're on a roll. You're getting into it. You're diving in deeper, okay? And yes, all of this I'm going to have covered in the upcoming money class that I have, because I really want you to, like, have a solid grounded understanding of this. So when we're done with the class, you can go and do this for yourself. It's so important that you get this information so that you can do it for yourself. So over and over and over again, you can keep clearing this stuff out for you, because you deserve that. You deserve to have what you want. Okay? The more people that are doing what they want in a beautiful, positive, purposeful way, man, we can change the world. All right? So comment below. Let me know what's going on for you. What do you want to do with your money? What thoughts are stopping you? Love to hear that. All right. Until next Monday, peace.